Welcome back, families. For today's math lesson, we're going to review what 5 groups are and how to use 5 groups to help us count more quickly and more efficiently. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this problem. This problem will help us jumpstart our thinking so that we are well prepared for 5 group lessons. The class is collecting canned food. Miss X brings in 3 cans to start the collection. On Monday, Griselda brings in 2 cans. On Tuesday, Jordan also brings in 2 cans. On Wednesday, Kevin G brings in 2 more. How many cans are there altogether? I'm going to go back and reread because that's what good mathematicians do. So I'm going to reread. The class is collecting canned food. Miss X brings in 3 cans to start the collection. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and write 3 outside of the week because that's what Miss X brought to start the week off with. Then on Monday, Griselda brings in 2 cans. I'm going to use lines to help me keep track of how many cans each student brought. So on Monday, Griselda brings in 2 cans, 1, 2. On Tuesday, Jordan also brings in 2 cans, 1, 2. On Wednesday, Kevin G brings in 2 more, 1, 2. How many cans are there altogether? I'm going to go ahead and count on starting at 3 because that is how much Miss X started the week off with. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 cans altogether, or there are 9 cans altogether. And remember, cans is our unit and 9 is our total or our whole. Today's objective, I will be able to solve for the sum using the 5 group way and drawings. Now you might have forgotten what sum means, so let's review that. Sum is the total amount when adding parts. So this is a part, total, or whole. What is a 5 group? A 5 group is a group of 5 things inside. We can break a number up into groups of 5. So I have 3, 4, and 5. This is a 5 group because there are 5 things, 5 dots inside. Okay, let's practice using the 5 group way. How many dots do you think you see right here? That's correct. I also thought it was 5, but we can double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that I know that there are 5 in the group, I'm going to go ahead and circle it to show that it is a 5 group. And I'm going to write 5 right next to it, so I remember there are 5 in the group without having to count one by one. Now I'm going to use this 5 group to help me show 6. So I'm going to count 5, then I'm going to draw 6. I have 5 as one part, 1 as another part, and then I remember us saying that we're going to show 6. So I'm going to count on 5, 6. 6 is my total or my whole. For this teacher model, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I can notice 5 groups in a bigger number in order to count more efficiently and more quickly. Let's take a look at the photo. I noticed that 2 friends are standing and I noticed that 5 friends are sitting down. Let me go ahead and circle this in the photo to show you. I see 5 friends right here sitting down. And so I'm going to go ahead and write that down as one of my parts. I'm going to also write it down in one of my number bonds in order to show that they are parts. In the other group, I see that 2 friends are standing. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave them uncircled, but I'm going to write 2 to show that my 2 friends here are standing. And I'm also going to fill it in my number bond. Now that I know that, I'm going to go ahead and, like we did earlier, we're going to go ahead and realize and remember that there are 5 people here. So I'm going to go ahead and write 5 here just to help me count on from our 5 group. 5, 6, 7. Great. Now I know 7 is my whole or my total. Okay, great. So now let's practice doing this together. Take a look at the picture. Where do you notice 5 groups quickly? What about the picture makes it easy to see 5 groups quickly? I notice that there are 5 friends at the swings or by the swings. So let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so that tells me it's going to be one of our parts, and I'm going to fill that in our number sentence and in our number bond. Great. Now I'm going to see how many friends are not at the swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, there are also 5. So I'm going to go ahead and circle because that's also a 5 group there. Great. So that tells me that 5 is going to be our other part. Now that I know 5 and 10, that tells us 10 is going to be our whole or our total.